iPhone versus Android, it's a personal choice. To really form that personal choice, you need to know where each platform stands as of today, because a lot of things change every year. So let's try and explore how each platform fares in 2022 running Android 12 and the iOS 15. So a like and subscribe is much appreciated. Let's begin. So first up, the lack of the higher refresh rate. Now, yes, the 13 Pro series has this feature, but most of the iPhones that are on sale right now, including the 13, it does not have that. So this argument still holds true, but I hope this feature comes down to the regular iPhone series as well going further. Another little thing Apple could add was the always on display. Now, this is not just about being beautiful or the Easter eggs. It is quite functional. I mean, you can check out which apps have sent you notifications, you can see the battery percentage, you can also customize this on some phones and a lot more. This may sound like a minor thing, but it can reduce your screen time and unnecessary unlocks. I mean, it took years for Apple to just offer these widgets. Apple should silently add these little features without being too dramatic or rhetoric about every little features that they add that's been already there forever on Android. You might have heard iPhone users say it gets boring on the iPhone after a while. Now that's because of the lack of customization. That little joy of changing fonts, themes, and the look can really make the phone look refreshingly new. iPhone still lacks terribly in this department. Another major thing that a lot of people that I know have stuck to Android is mainly because of this call recording feature. This is simply not available on the iPhone, but I don't want to comment on this because it depends on the policies and laws of the land, but most Android phones come with this feature. Another cool thing you can do on your Android phone that has NFC, you can make contactless payments like this using Google Pay. This is working really well almost everywhere these days. You simply cannot do this on your iPhone. Although the iPhone does have that NFC hardware, Apple restricts this feature for third-party apps because it has that Apple Pay, but Apple Pay is simply not available in India. So you cannot really use this feature that you can do on the Android. Most people think USB-C is just about charging convenience, but it's a lot more. I mean, I use the same accessories that I use for my laptop, like this one that I can hook up my phone to via HDMI, or I can actually do a lot more like connect a USB-A drive or use a keyboard with it with these accessories, and basically a lot more, which is simply not possible on the iPhone, at least without another dongle. Another thing is the freedom to install apps outside the Play Store. I mean, we know what happened with the Fortnite versus Apple. So at the end, user is the one who is affected. Look, if I trust a developer or a company, I can directly install app from them. But on the iPhone, like it or not, Apple is your guardian. But there are some things that I love about iPhones, and iPhone just does it better. First up, the security and privacy features on the iPhone is just better, like the hide my email or sign in with Apple and a lot more. I'll try and make a dedicated video on this in the next video, but definitely iPhone does it better. Another thing iPhone does it better than Android is gaming. I mean, just go and ask anyone from the gaming community which phone they prefer, Android versus iPhone. You will easily get the answer. So iPhone, even in my experience, it does it better in terms of frame rate consistency and in terms of overall smoothness factor. Another thing where iPhone does it better is the camera, particularly the videography. I mean, just ask any of your favorite vlogger which phone they use for shooting. Most probably the answer would be iPhone. In fact, personally, I would like to use an iPhone as a secondary camera over an Android phone. Another thing that most people don't seem to talk about is iPhone has some amazing built-in apps. I mean, for productivity, you have something like Keynote for presentations, Pages as Word, and Numbers for Excel. You don't find such bundled apps on Android. Also, for editing, you have something like iMovie, which is great for editing for beginners. Also, you have the GarageBand, which is also used by some professionals. So these apps are pretty good, and you just cannot find these kind of apps on Android phones. Just to give you another example, the Measure app on iPhone is a great utility to have around on your phone, something that you don't often find on Android phones. Another great thing about iPhone is its ecosystem. If you have multiple iDevices, life becomes so easy and things work seamlessly. So definitely iPhone is a lot better compared to any Android phone in this regard. Another great thing about iPhones is the software support. Apple supports iPhones for up to 5 to 6 years, which is amazing. On the Android, it depends on the mercy of your brand, but Samsung does offer about up to 4 years of software updates, which is pretty good, but again depends on the manufacturer. So if you're spending about 50k, which one would you pick? An Android phone or an iPhone? Let me know in the comment section. That's been it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.